And what happens when you honor this God in you? Amazing thing happens. The God, in return, honors you. And the homage that is paid to you is called peace. Peace. That's your reward. It is called joy. That is the reward. It is called understanding. That is the reward. You think joy grows on some tree? You have the potential of understanding that joy inside of you. The clarity is the reward that you are given because you honored this breath. And in return, this breath brings you peace. Singularity, not duality. This is how simple it is. You need to start seeing simplicity in a new light. You need to start understanding your life in a new light. You need to start seeing that divine in a new light. And that light is in your heart. And the homage that needs to be paid is not in some marble-built temple, but in a temple that resides in your heart. Kabir says that my divine, my Lord, my divine is in every heart. And there is no stage without that divine. But blessed is that stage upon which that divine is manifested, is understood, is accepted. Not theory. Where's God? Oh yeah, God's in me too. And people just roll these things out from their tongue. Just roll these things out. Where is God? Oh, God's everywhere. What does that mean? What does that mean, Sherlock Holmes? If you say God is everywhere, then Sherlock, have you figured this out yet? Or has Watson not told you that that divine is in you too? See, I could talk about anything. But I don't. I talk about the heart, I talk about the opportunity of being alive, I talk about this possibility. Well, aren't there any other issues? Somebody actually said that to me, or not directly to me, but to somebody else. Doesn't he talk about anything else? And I was thinking, when I first heard that, it was like, Gee, maybe I should talk about other things. And then I started thinking about it, and I said, well, what other hot topic can I talk about? What else is hot? Because I know you make great effort to come here. And I don't want that to be in vain. To me, the most important thing is whatever I say to you comes from my heart, not from here, from my heart. So when I started trying to wonder, well, what is the other hot topic I could talk about? Every time I would come to this one, about life, about being alive, about this celebration, about being alive, not acting alive, being alive. Knowing the source of joy in you is the hottest topic, in my opinion. The hottest topic. It's the news. What is the news? The news. The hot news is you and 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 7 billion other you and yous. You're alive. And like for centuries and centuries, as long as human being has been on the face of this earth, there has been a quest to find peace. Not a definition of peace, but peace. And that's hot topic. That's hot news. And you, 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 and me need this peace. Need. And people will say, what's the difference between need and want? I don't want to argue. All right. Want this peace. Need this peace. Have to have this peace. And how convenient and how fortunate we are that the peace is dancing inside of us. And people say, how do I know this is so? Have you not heard a knock? Okay, it didn't sound like this. But haven't you heard this urge, this feeling inside of you to evolve, to move, to be satisfied, to be complete, to be whole, to be in peace? Because you see, you can argue all day long in your head about all these things that I have said, but you cannot argue that your relationship with satisfaction goes back a long ways away. And that call is still calling you, my friends, still calling you and saying, do it. You have excuses, and it has none. All that voice inside of you, that feeling inside of you has persistence, and you have excuses. And who will win? Who will win? Well, I pray. This prayer is from me, okay? Maybe you can pray for yourself. I'll pray for me. I pray that voice, that feeling inside of me wins, not my excuses.